Today, I'm going to be sampling vinyl records using a record player, my MPC, FL Studio, and my Roland 404. Using this gear in tandem with FL Studio really gives me the control that I want when I'm sampling vinyl records, and it allows me to make beats that sound like this. If you've never sampled vinyl records before, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. It does take a little bit of investment for the gear, but once you get over that, you can just buy records for $1 at the record store and go crazy. Let's jump right into it. So let me take you through the general setup. My record player outputs signal into my MPC. This is where I'm gonna record all the samples. The MPC outputs into my SSL12. My SSL12 is the interface that I use for FL Studio, and I can just set a mixer slot as analog input 3/4, and that's how I get the output of the MPC into my computer. The main output of my SSL, where you would normally have speakers connected to, goes to my SP404. My 404 outputs to my big knob here, and this big knob has two outputs. The first output goes to the speakers, and then the second output goes to this cassette player here. I'm probably not gonna use this cassette player today because there's gonna be enough texture from the vinyl record, but I can always run samples through this cassette player to give it a different texture. And then the cassette player outputs back into my MPC if I want it to, so that I can get it into my computer again. The first thing I'm gonna do is just jump around the record and see what parts I might want to sample. I'll record those into my MPC, and then once they're in the MPC, I'm going to record it into FL Studio, and then from there, I'll chop it. Sometimes I chop on the MPC, sometimes I don't. Today, I'm going to chop in FL Studio, so it's a little bit more understandable for you guys who are probably using FL Studio. Might be able to use some of those trills as like accents for the melody, so I'm recording this. And then there's a part coming up here that I also think I might want to use. Right here. I just really like those notes, and I'll be able to move it around however I want. I'm gonna flip the record over to side 2 and see if there's anything on this side that I might be able to use. There's a part coming up here that I like, right here. Those little accent notes might really be useful. And then I'll grab one more now, and then bring it into FL Studio and actually start chopping it up and seeing what we have, what we might need. I might go back and record some more after I get it in FL. This will be good. All right, so I got 4 samples off the record right now. What I'm gonna do is take them from my MPC into FL Studio and record it. So let me do that real quick. So we have all the samples in FL Studio now, and I'm gonna go through and just cut the points that I think I'm gonna use. We can try using that as like the main kind of sample. Definitely wanna use this. All right, definitely wanna use that. I like that phrase a lot. We definitely use that as a trill kind of a thing. I like that too. Okay, so I'm gonna delete everything that I didn't pick up. So these are the samples that we're gonna be working with here. I don't know exactly how this is all gonna fit together, but we'll figure it out. Maybe that'll be the main sample. What I'm gonna do is just cut on the downbeats and then use the slip tool to position it where I want. Okay, that could work. All right, cool. So we got like a good bass right now. I'm actually going to record that into Edison so I have it as just one file. It's a little bit easier to work with. But before I do that, I'm just gonna fade out and in on all these chops just a little bit so that there's no clicks and pops. And now I'm gonna record it into Edison. All right, now I'm gonna pitch this down. And then maybe stretch it. I actually think I'm gonna drop the tempo. I'm gonna put this on resample, set the tempo as the project tempo, and I'm gonna drop this down. Yeah. Okay, I like the way that sounds. I'm gonna route that to a channel. I'm gonna route this to a channel and this one to a separate channel. I'm gonna pitch this one down actually. All right, I'm gonna add like a piano hit. Now I also have a one-shot kit that I downloaded from BeatStars. If you have the pro plan for BeatStars, you get access to the pro kits and you get like 10 credits per month to download 10 kits from BeatStars. So I got this one from Mo Money. He's got some really, really good one-shots in here. I might actually use his dark piano instead of the Steinway. Cool, so I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna route it to the Steinway mixer slot, and I'm just gonna take some of the lows out. I do like that. Let's add some drums. Try pitching this up. We could definitely use a pitch down version too. I'm just gonna make this unique. Pitch it down. We'll use that later in the song. Definitely feeling a Spins 808 here. Make this pattern unique for the verse. Gonna make a new pattern. This is gonna be a bass. Inside Analog Lab, this is a free kit from Producer Grind's free kit section. I like to use the Weekend Reese sub bass. It sounds really good. I'm gonna copy the 808 pattern. And then we'll just copy back the hook. And now just gonna add some effects transitions, ones that I know will work. Here I want to do something cool. Let's see what happens if I do this. Ooh, that could work. Let's automate that. Gotta be something in between there. Maybe like a money counter. Stretch it so it's on beat. Hell yeah, okay. Gonna copy that stuff over. Take all of my effects, route them here. So that's really my process for sampling vinyl records using FL Studio, the MPC, and the 404. I didn't really use the 404 this time because I didn't think any of the effects on board would fit this, but the 404 has some phenomenal effects on there that can really spice up the beat and just make it sound like super unique. But again, I really didn't feel like it needed it. I felt like I had enough effects in FL Studio to be able to do what I needed to. I'm gonna let this beat play out for the outro so you guys can hear the full thing, what it sounds like. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. In the description, you'll find links to my sound kits, beat store, and services. Feel free to tap in with me on any of them. I also just dropped a brand new loop kit. It contains 12 unique Spanish guitar melodies. If you wanna go grab that, the link will be in the description, and I'll throw a discount code in there just for you. If you have any questions, again, feel free to comment or reach out to me on Instagram at Produced by Delgado. I'd be more than happy to chop it up about how to sample and any other questions you might have. I'll see you guys again next week.